So I was trying to think of a witty title for this one, and all I can think of is portray your friends and family's fabulous prizes to be won. As Xbox launches a new reporting feature empowering players with an option to capture and report inappropriate in-game voice chats. Oh my god, 1984 wasn't a hand manual, it was a warning. Um, I know. I'll be honest with you. One of the worst dicks that I've ever heard online, apart from be a stupid gamer, is was a girl when I was playing Black Ops, and all she was doing is every time she got killed, she just go, "You're a cock," and it wasn't like a funny one. It was I was very pissed off. Blah blah blah. This sort of thing here. So they're rolling out this new thing to report in-game inappropriate voice game chats. Always play Call of Duty with the voice chat switched off. Never had it switched on. It was
No,
always full of shit from day one, so I never bothered with that. I was so grateful when they had the button when you're in the lobby and it says mute all.
mute all.
Solve the problem. Boom. Everything goes away. In summary, Xbox latest safety feature allows players to capture and report inappropriate voice chat activity on multiplayer games with in-game voice chat on Xbox Series XS and Xbox One. Players who experience or witness, you can dob in someone and it's not even aimed at you, witness inappropriate verbal behaviour can now capture and report later, minimising the impact to their gameplay. Xbox players reporting that evidence capabilities cover now all context, including text, images, videos, voice, and further supporting player safety. The voice reporting feature will be available first on Xbox Insiders to gather feedback from the community. Whew. Well, so the one thing that I really don't like on voice chat is when someone spams music.
Mm.
That is worse than anyone dropping anything. It's calling me. They can call me whatever under the sun, but if they're sitting there playing some crap tune, I take more offence to that. But I don't think if I reported them for copyright infringement, they'll do anything. Um, so, what are your feelings on this? Because hate speech stuff is just bullshit. It's just an excuse for people who are a little weak-willed and can't stand the heat and don't know how to get out the kitchen or switch mute or step away from their phone or do anything that adults actually bloody do. And they have to respond with, Big Daddy Company, I can't press the block button. I can't press the mute button. I want you to do something. Get fucked. Go sort yourself out. Yeah?
Mm.
Go touch grass. Do something along those lines.
Well,
Sorry, guys.
there are some utterly toxic players out there, and they can ruin if you some games don't have mute. Like you said, it took them a while to bring in the mute all button in Call of Duty. So if you're unable to mute these people, how do you get rid of their voice if you're in a game without muting
Nigel,
the
I'll be
game
honest with
itself?
you. I have not seen a game with multiplayer and chat built in that doesn't have mute. I have not seen one game. Battle Bits might be the only one. Was it Battle Bits the one we reviewed last time, which
Yeah,
is like a
yeah,
Lego
that's it.
version of Battlefield? And that's because it's developed by three players. I don't think anyone's not got a feature. And there's the block feature also inside the players that you've met on Xbox and on PlayStation too. I know where you're coming from, but it's a thing now that it'll be weaponized and people will take things out of context and we're going to hear won't be now but about it'll be released and it'll take 3 or 4 months before stuff starts getting out of hand. Sorry.
All I can think is, I don't know, when I'm playing online with other people, I'm simply not a dick. If you're not a dick to other people when you're playing, you have nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about.
This is the thing, yeah. It's say you lose, yeah, and then you go and yell some profanity, yeah. You drop the c word because something's gone wrong, and you get reported for that. And you've paid for Ultimate Games Pass, and then you get blocked from it for a one-time dropping of expletive, because that's how it's going to go. That's where it will go, and all this shit always goes there, and I always see it, and it's like, oh no, not this, please.
I'm hoping it doesn't go like that. I'm hoping if it is used, then it's more used in case of when you're being attacked verbally by someone and you decide to report this person because they're a fucking dickhead and they deserve to not have any sort of access to people, in my opinion. I've heard my son like having arguments with people online, and I'm like, just fucking mute them. Actually, sometimes I've said to him, mate, you're being fucking toxic. Shut the fuck up, or I'll ban you myself. You know. But some people don't.
But my other argument is that there are kids who aren't quite mature enough to realize what they're doing, and they fuck up constantly. And this may do that. So for me, I've bought a load of digital games over the last 2 years from my S.
Yeah.
And if I were to get blocked off of Xbox, I would lose about £250 worth of games that I bought. I think I've got 129 games in my library that I'd been, every time it's on sale, I kind of buy stuff that I'm interested in playing at a later date. And I even though I don't like multiplayer games, and don't like talking to anyone in multiplayer games, I don't like the idea that it can be taken away because someone's done that, and then someone's done that, and then at the same time, who's going to be reviewing this? Yeah, you can't. It can't be an AI because it can get it wrong.
It doesn't understand
and it can't
context.
be a person because there's too many. There'll be too many for them to deal with. So how are they going to manage? That's my next question. It's Microsoft. It's going to be an AI. They're going to use ChatGPT along with some kind of voice recognition software, and they'll combine the two and then try and figure it out from there.
Probably a bit like how Google probably do their bollocks, where they go, oh, you're flagged, and then you have to get somebody to actually review it. And when a person actually reviews it, they go, actually, yeah, we did nothing wrong, but the AI's picked it up.
Anyway, we're going on to our next story now.
Moving on.
Sorry.
I've got a few opinions on this. So
go on. Let's hear them.
Okay, so the first one, I mean, it's never really affected me because I prefer single player games. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Another opinion is it's always down to parents, in my opinion. What they're playing. If they're playing with adults, you've got to expect language. You just have. Should it be down to the game companies to make sure that there's the mute option in their games? Because at the end of the day, they're being put on the Microsoft platform, so they should be pushed to say, look, if it's got a multiplayer option, it should have that mute on there.
I feel there should be. I haven't looked into it though, but it's when you're in a party with people.
Well, I was just going to say this. If you're in a party, then should you be able to just listen and talk to your party? So it's the same as having Discord. Because I know when my son's played multiplayer games, basically he's had his friends all in Discord, so they're all chatting to each other, right? But he's only hearing the in-game sound.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So
and the other thing is, this is just another way of demolishing free speech again. It's everything that we're doing. We're just muting everything about what we are, and I'm not a fan of this.
It's what you call it. It's either you want free, you want liberty, or you want protection. You can't have both.
No, but there's got to be an element of common sense here. But it's just completely gone out the window.
I think I've got a solution. Yeah, it goes like this: voice chat, over 18s only. That's it. And if you can't take it, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the bloody kitchen.
Change games. If you're
Not
not
on that note.
if you're not enjoying playing with those people, change the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
I was going to try. On that note, next story.